What's up, guys? TSlaps here, and we are back with a brand new Draft League battle. I'm your coach of the Buffalo Drills, and this is our Week 2 game of the BBR-D League. Last week, we took an unfortunate loss against Palafin, where I just feel like we didn't play the end game to the best of our ability, but we're looking to bounce back and pick up on our first win this season. This week, we're going up against TGrumm and the Philadelphia T-Tars. Of course, you can go check out our opponent and all the other BBR coaches down in the description below, as well as be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on our Pokemon content, and leave a like if you do end up enjoying the video. I would really appreciate it. This is going to be the team builder section of the video, and on screen is the timestamp where you can go ahead and skip to see the battle. Now our opponent is rocking with a small sun team with Ninetales and Drought, which can set up the sun for Walking Wake to fire off boosted Hydra teams, and Chiyu to boost its already powerful fire hits even further. They also have two fairy types in Dashbun, who can take both my stabs from Urshifu reliably, and Whimsicott, which outspeeds and can OHKO with the Moonblast. They also have amazing low tier threats in Terra Captain HOOPA, Sharpness Gallade, as well as Ogerpon Cornerstone, which my team has trouble switching into. This team was very difficult to prep for, but with some help from J-Bear, a former BBR champion, who will be linked in the description below, I think we have a solid team to snag a win against this hot team. Starting off with a Pokemon that can deal with their Sun team is a Azumarill. The Soul Vest Azumarill can completely chew hits from both Walking Wake and the Chiyu without a problem, as they have no coverage to super effectively hit us. With our huge power set, threaten 2 KOs with Play Roughs into either Sun Abusers or even the Ogerpon and the Whimsicott trying to switch in on the Water type move. Knockup helps us remove choiced items or even heavy duty boots on switch-ins and allow hazards to chip down their team, with Aqua Jet as stab priority to pick off a weakened Chiyu, HOOPA, or Gallade. Our final move is Superpower to threaten the Ogerpon, as we don't want to allow that Pokemon to set up a Sword Stance and potentially sweep with Trailblaze. In order to help revenge the Ogerpon even after a Trailblaze, we have our choice Scarfed Zelf, the only Pokemon that can outspeed our Zelf to the Scarfed or Chlorophyll boosted Whimsicott. Stab Psychics do a ton of damage into the opposing team to anything that does not resist or is immune to our stab, with some boosted Flamethrowers to threaten the Bronzong and the Whimsicott. U-Turn gives my team a fast switch initiative and does a good chunk to Ogerpon, with Drain Punch to give us a super effective move against both the Ogerpon and the Chiyu so that they don't take advantage of us being locked into a move with our Choice Scarf. In case one Scarfer wasn't enough speed control, we have our team captain Urshifu this week running the Choice Scarf. Dual Stab, Wicked Blow, and Close Combats do amazing at revenging our opponent this week with Poison Jab to threaten and OHKO, a Dash Pun, or a Whimsicott. We opted for Sucker Punch this week in order to revenge a weakened Gallade, as an agility 3 attack set is really scary for the 6 I'm ringing. We have enough speed to outspeed a random Scarf Dash Bun, and can also outpace things such as the Scarf Gallade and HOOPA, as well as the Chiyu, Walking Wake, and Ogerpon, and threaten them with a KO. The biggest flaw I saw in my opponent's team was a lack of hazard removal, which can really pressure Choice Chiyus, Heat Rock Ninetales, and just their team overall. So we have our lead Lycanroc Dusk in order to set up Stealth Rocks right away. With our Held Focus Sash, we should guarantee our rocks set up on their entire team. Once we have been knocked off to our Sash, we have the option to Endeavor, which can essentially make any Pokemon susceptible to our priority on the team, including a Cell Rock on Lycanroc, Aqua Jet on Azumarill, or Sucker Punch on Urshifu. We outspeed everything other than Whimsicott and speed tie with the Ogerpon, so we can fire off strong Stone Edges into our opponent's team as well, which hurts anything amazingly not named the Bronzong. Rounding out our offense, no pun intended, is our Terra Captain Hisuian Electrode. We're running a Terra Steel set this week in order to help break the fairy types for Urshifu, and it also doubles as an amazing defensive typing to allow us to switch into Whimsicott or Ogerpon stabs, as well as lessen the damage from Stealth Rocks. Zap Thunderbolts are very strong into my opponent's team, with Volt Switch giving us another fast Pokemon with Switch Initiative to pair with a Zelf, as Hisuian Electrode outspeeds our opponent's entire team naturally, and even a max speed Scarf Gallade. The Storm is our final move just to give us a nuke button into our opponent's team in case Thunderbolt isn't enough to pick up our KO on our opponent. With the Held Rocky Helmet and our ability Aftermath, we can get some important chip on the Ogerpon and Gallade before being KO'd, on top of hazards, in order to set up our Scarfers to revenge with a KO. The final Pokemon on our team this week was the last Pokemon we drafted, but the Pokemon I'm looking most forward to bringing this week. Ursaring. Eviolite Specially Defensive Ursaring takes hits surprisingly well outside of the sun from Chiyu and Walking Wake, as well as gives me a switch in into Ninetales, Whimsicott, and HOOPA. Azumarill was always scared of Solar Beam from Ninetales, and HOOPA will likely not be Terra fighting in my opinion, most likely opting for Terra Fairy this week. The Ursaring should do really good at taking those hits. We are running a rest talk set with body slam, which hits extremely hard into my opponent's team and can threaten with a paralysis and crunch in order to hit the HOOPA and the Bronzong. This is our team for week 2 of the BBR-D League. I'm so excited to see how this team works out and see if we can snag our first win of the season. What do you think? What would you change? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to not miss a single week of Draft League content. The playlist is in the description for the BBR-D League, where it will be updated weekly with our matches. Go check out our opponent as well in the description below. Thank you so much for sticking around for the team builder. Please leave a like if you did enjoy, and without holding you out any longer, let's get right into the battle. And we're getting straight into the battle here against our opponent. They did let us know that they're bringing Terra Ice HOOPA, which I did not expect. I'm not going to lie. Did not expect Terra Ice. Alright, so we're going to see Ninetales, Chiyu, Walking Wake. What else do we see? Gallade, which I don't love seeing Gallade. HOOPA, which we know is Terra with Ice. And then Ogerpon, Cornerstone. Okay. So luckily no Bronzong, no Whimsicott's pretty crazy. I won't lie, that's pretty crazy. That really means that Azelf outspeeds their entire team. Urshifu being Scarf looks really, really nice. No Dash Point is crazy. They didn't bring either fairy types, nor their Terra Fairy HOOPA into my Urshifu. That's pretty wild. Okay. So we already know what our lead is every single day of the week. It's gonna be Lycanroc. If you guys have not seen the big team builder, go check that out. I put a lot of effort into it, so you should. But yeah, it's a pretty crazy 6 that they're bringing. I'm not gonna lie. No, neither of the fairy types. Urshifu looks crazy this game, if that's the case. Especially once we get that the HOOPA to tear into an ice type, and they lose their close combat resist or immunity. That's gone. Gallade still resists. But, I mean, nothing on the team wants to take a Wicked Blow either. Chiyu is not going to appreciate it at all. Wow, that's a pretty insane 6 they decided to bring this week. But good luck up to our opponent. Already wished them that to them. And hopefully we can snag our first win this week. That is what we're hoping for, of course. So, yeah, we're going to lead off with our Lycanroc here. Just get up our rocks right away. Worst case, I would say to lead... With this team, Gallade would be a little sucky. Ogerpon would kind of suck because they probably just will be lead spikes. Yeah, Walking Wake would suck because they're just going to flip turn out, break my sash like that. Gallade would be a little annoying too. And we are going to see the Gallade. So we can at least get out if this thing's Scarfed or something, which would be nice. And I think, honestly, we're just fine to go ahead and click our rocks here. And depending on whether they're Scarfed, Agility, what, we might be able to Endeavor this thing down. So we're going to go ahead, get up our rocks, which is super nice. And they're going to Agility right away. I mean, that is so fine with me. We beat this thing right away. Because we get to Endeavor and then Cell Rock. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and get rid of this freaking Gallade, like, right off the bat, I think. Worst case is, like, they sub. Wait, they only brought 5. They only brought 5 months. Okay, we're gonna have to cut the recording then. You only brought 5. Yeah, we're gonna have to cut the recording and restart. Alright, we're back right to where we were. Got a new stadium this time. That's pretty cool, I guess. But we decided to recreate. They forgot one of their mons. Apparently their controller died mid-move. But yeah, what happened is they click Sacred Sword as you're seeing right now, and then we click Endeavor, just like we said. And this is great for us. This Gallade is out for the game. If they want to switch, then they just have a sack in the back, I guess. But they actually have priority. Wow. That is crazy. I was not expecting that. I literally said, like, off camera that, like, wow, no way they have Vacuum Wave. So Gallade kills... dog. Wow, that's actually crazy, and that's actually low-key a problem. But I mean, last move is probably Zen here, or Knock. What's their last move? Sacred Sword, Upper Hand, Zen or Knock. I could probably take the hit with the Zoomer. I wouldn't love that. I can't go into this because Sucker Punch will get out prioritized by Upper Hand. A Zelf doesn't outspeed, probably. I could go into you, but you wouldn't appreciate the Sacred Sword. I think I have to go into Azu here and take the hit. I don't love that. I don't love taking this hit. But I think that's my play here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I don't love taking this hit at all. But we're going to go ahead and go into Azu here. No point in me clicking Jet. I'm going to go ahead and click Knockoff. Knockoff's pretty free here. I'm hoping that they don't have Knockoff. I'd rather just take a Psycho Cut here. Wow, I forgot about Upper Hand, and I'm surprised they had it. So they can click Psycho Cut. Gonna do a lot. We're gonna get the knocking kill. So Azu kills Gallade. Not how I thought this would go. I thought we'd be in a lot better position just based how that first 2 turns went, but we ended up losing our Lycanroc and taking way too much chip with our Azumarill. So that sucks. We knew Gallade was going to be a problem. I guess it could have been worse. We could have been getting swept by that thing. But wow, we lost our Chi-Yu and Walking Wake response pretty early here. So what do we see here? Probably the Ogerpon. And if that's the case, I already know what my play is. But they're going to go, into the Ogerpon here. They're going to take Rock's Chip, of course. And we just go straight into K-Dot here. K-Dots are always our play. We need to find an opportunity to get the Terra Steel off with our Electrode. But this is always our switch in because we can never threaten it with a Zelf, at least not yet. So we go into our freaking thing here, our Urshifu, and we're going to see what this Cornerstone wants to do to me. If they Trailblaze, we get to outspeed. We should be able to take any hit from this thing. They're going to Horn Leech me, knock me down to 214. And so that did 37% with the Horn Leech. Did 37. So that's actually like not a lot of attack investment. That's actually no attack investment. So it's a pretty bulky set. I get to click Wicked Blow for free here. And especially with the Gallade gone, I can click Close Combat for free once that HOOPA tears. But for now, we just click Wicked Blow. I don't think I risk. Is that my play here? That's close. Low kick kills me, I think. 214. Yeah. If they go HOOPA, they go HOOPA. I have Ursaring. I don't think you risk it. I'm clicking Close Combat here. Because you could also think about the U-turn, and HOOPA is not going to appreciate the U-turn either. So I'm going to go ahead and click Close Combat here. I think this is my safest play. Maybe they scout to see if I'm scarfed or something. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick this thing off. That's amazing. Ooh! I forgot this thing gets sturdy. Oh, we're going to die. Wow, I forgot this thing gets sturdy. We live. Woo! We're not doing too hot here, man. But Ogerpon dies now whenever it comes in. That's good for me. So we saw Horn Leech and U-turn, but now that thing is completely dead now. I forgot to get sturdy. Wow. So they know I'm scarred, so they can go to HOOPA here pretty freely. And I think that's really the only play they can make. I guess you can go Walking Wake, but there's not really a point, in my opinion. They can go HOOPA here. They're going to take rocks, so no boots on this thing either. I'm going to go ahead, go into my Ursaring here, and we're going to see what they opt to do. Wow, I can't believe I forgot about that. I forgot about Sturdy. That sucks. It was such a random ability for Cornerstone, I feel like. Like, why Sturdy of all abilities? I feel like you could have gotten cooler things like Rockhead. Like, I don't think... Rockhead Woodhammer? Question mark? You get Woodhammer, don't you? Am I waffling here? I feel like you got a Rockhead. You should be running Mab Rockhead. But we're going to go ahead and swap out. And we're going to see what this thing wants to do. I mean, it could Focus Blast there if it wanted to. It's going to click Size Shock, though, which I'm actually not going to appreciate a ton. That's going to knock me down to 244. We aren't going to see Life Orb or anything like that. So it did 36 with a Size Shock. Just like max attack. So maybe it's a Scarf set or something. Size Shock was a pretty crazy play. I'm not going to lie. Well, we can go ahead and click Crunch here pretty freely, I think. That or I just click... yeah, I think I just click Crunch here. Crunch is fine. Does Size Shock 3 KO me? From full? It looks like it should, so that sucks. Maybe I should have rested here. We'll see what happens, though. I don't think I'm playing the greatest right now. They are going to Terra into an Ice type, which is pretty good for me. So now I get to click close combat super freely with my Urshifu at this point, and they don't have any priority to my knowledge. So what are you going to do here, mate? You're going to Terra Blast Ice. We should take it. So I'm wishing Oh, we actually took that super well. I'm getting a nice crunch off. I'm going to go ahead and click rest here. We get a defense drop. That's pretty huge. So Sight Shock, I'm sitting at, so it only has a 1 roll. 1 out of 16 chance to kill me here. Based on the damage I'm seeing right now. So we're going to go ahead and click rest. Obviously, if they had Focus Blast, they would have clicked it, I think. I get to go ahead and click rest here. So this HOOPA's sitting pretty low, and I got the defense drop, so I think it might be wanting to switch out. It's going to be at about 50% once it comes back in. And yeah, Urshifu looks super nice. Just click close combat. They're going to Side Shock here. I should live this. Or I get crit. Or I get crit. Okay. That's how it goes, I guess. HOOPA kills Ursaring. We know the thing isn't Scarf, though. So we can go into K-Dot, and at that point, do we just win? Do we just win the game? Because, like, I'm curious, how much is Ninetales taken from a close combat? After rocks, it might drop probably. Oh, that's max HP. Yeah, Ninetales I think just drops. Chi-Yu would be. We have to scout to see if it's Scarfed or something like that. Walking Wake. You don't drop to close combat. But yeah, we get to click close combat here for pretty much free. Because we know it's not Scarfed. Wow, I'm really surprised they brought Terra Ice in this thing. That crit sucked because if they were modest, then I guess it was probably like a 50-50 chance to kill me. But I'm pretty sure they're timid just based on the damage I'm seeing. And I should have lived that 1 or 15 out of 16 times. But we're going to go ahead and pick off the Ogerpon here. So what's that? A kill for Lycanroc? Lycanroc kills Ogre. And we'll say like indirect. So down goes Ogerpon. HOOPA's not a threat to me at all. It gets outsped by Trode, by Urshifu, by Azelf. So we're pretty good there. HOOPA's no longer a threat to me, in my opinion. Walking Wake or Ninetales comes in here. I mean, I guess Chi-Yu could come in as well. I think if Ninetales comes in, I stay in close combat. It's a roll, but I feel like I should outspeed and kill it. But they're going to go into... Okay. Unless you're Boots here. Okay, so you're Boots. Okay. So you do live then. But now we know that it's only 5 turns of Sun, which is really nice. So I get to go ahead and pivot out here. Sucks because my Ursaring was the switch into this. And now I don't really have a switch into it. Oh, that sucks so much. So I think I have to go with Zelf then. Wow, getting crit there sucked. So if I go Ninetales versus a Zelf, I might just have to let myself go down here. Just to get the damage off so that Ursaring can kill. Or not Ursaring, sorry, Urshifu. I think that's my play. Oh, man. Okay. We get to go ahead and go into our Zelf here. And losing our Ursaring sucks. They can go for Weather Ball. Okay, I think we should take this. Ow. We did not take that. So let me see. Weather Ball. Knocked me down to 82 HP. So I did 73. Looks like... that looks like no special attack investment. So this hack is going to be super important. It's going to put this thing in range of everything. I could also click... Would Drain Punch put this thing in range? Drain Punch would do like 85 HP. Let's just say like it does 25%. It's the same thing as Rocks. And then would Urshifu be able to pick up the KO? I don't think it would. I think it'd be a roll. Let's get rid of Rocks. It'd be a 68.8% chance. I really want to click Drain Punch on the Chi-Yu coming in. I'm gonna go ahead and Psychic. I think they just think they take the hit and they're fine. Yeah, okay, cool. So we made the right play there. A Ninetales is gonna pick off my Zelf. And now we get to go into Urshi again. And just start claiming. That, or I could go into this thing. But would I be able to pick up the KO? Would I be able to pick up the KO with the Electrode? Probably not, if I had to guess. Yeah, definitely not. So, I'm going to go ahead and go into my Urshifu here. The only reason I was debating going Electrode is to get that Terra Steel off. I think that would be pretty nice. Well, does Terra Steel matter at this point? I don't think so. I don't think Terra Steel matters at this point. I get the close combat here. So I get to pick off this thing, which is super nice. That means they only have like 2 turns left of Sun. Okay, so Urshi kills Ninetales. So they only have 3 turns left of Sun. Or 2 turns, actually. So after Scalp Chi, you Scarfed. I imagine that's what you go into here. No. Parch definitely Wake. But we're going to see Rocks damage. What boost are we going to see here? We're going to see Speed. Okay, so this thing definitely going to outspeed me now. I go ahead and pivot out into... Oh man, I have to go into my freaking Azumarill, which is super chipped down. I don't love that. Can Azumarill take 2 here? Can Azumarill take 2 from this Walking Wake in the Sun? In the Sun. We get rid of that. Hydro Steam in the Sun, and we're sitting at 171. It's a 2-shot if there's specs. We're not in a good spot because of that crit. Because I lost my freaking Ursaring. Alright. Because losing Ursaring meant I just sacked myself, pretty much. I had to sack myself. So we're not in a great spot. I'm going to go into Azu. Maybe I should have saved it for Chi-Yu and gone into... Oh man, maybe that was a better play. Hopefully you see a flip turn come out here. That'd be nice. Yeah, okay, we're going to see a flip turn. So what? You go HOOPA here? Oh, that sucks if they go HOOPA. But I can live a hit. Do I want to take that hit though? Not really. Scorched, I feel like that is HOOPA. Oh man, can I kill with Aqua Jet? Probably not. So HOOPA Unbound. In the Sun. No, you're definitely taking that Aqua Jet. Sun is still up, right? Yeah, still up. So I could go into all the stars. I think all the stars is fine. I should be able to take any one hit. You don't click Terra Ice here. There's no reason when I have Urshifu and Azumarill. So I should be able to take any hit from this thing with Electrode. I'm not going to love it. But then we're in a good spot. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and go into all the stars. Keep Azumarill on the back in order to beat Chi-Yu. And then we take the hit. Hoping to see like Energy Ball or Thunderbolt come out. I think that would be like best case scenario. I don't think I need to Terra because I allow myself to be resistant to Hydro Steam at least. Even though Draco's going to be the better move. Okay, so I can see Thunderbolt. That's good. So do I want to Terra then? Because Walking Wake isn't going to be doing a ton with Hydro Steam anymore against my Electrode, and I can resist the Dragon Step. Although then I'm weak to Flamethrower, but I already was weak to Flamethrower. So I think Terraing here is fine. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and click the Terra button and click Thunderbolt here. We should pick up the KO. That or I click Volt Switch, I pick up the KO. And then... Yeah. I think I click Volt Switch here. I click Volt Switch, pick up the KO. I get to go into Urshi. Urshifu forces out the Chi-Yu. And then when Chi-Yu comes in, I go into Azumarill. And then I get to play rough in the Jet and be fine. I think that's my play here. So, Chode's going to pick up the kill here. Trode kills HOOPA. Also, very much assuming I kill HOOPA at this range. If I don't, we're in a bad spot. It ain't that! Oh my goodness, we might lose now. So you Terra Ice here. Wow, I might have choked. Do I go Azu then, or do I go K-Dot? Oh, I just choked, assuming that I killed. I should have Terra Blasted. What's up with these like surprisingly especially defensive mods? So against this HOOPA, do I live a Terra Blast? Terra Blast. Ice? Let's see. No way. Wow, I have to go Azu. At least I kill with Jet at that point. But now I think we just lose to Scarfed Chi-Yu. If that's what they're rocking. They click Shadow Ball, so I could have gone Urshifu, man. But Depth Drop doesn't matter. I get to go ahead. Quick Aqua Jet. Hope I pick up the KO. If I don't pick up the KO, then we're in a bad spot. But we should be able to pick up the KO here. If you go hard into Wake, then good on you, I guess. I mean, I think I kill a Jet on Chi-Yu if it's Scarfed. Because the sun's gone. So I don't think I lose yet. Alright, so Azu kills HOOPA. Wow, I really just assumed that I killed there. I think they were AV to have eaten it that good. I know Hisuian Electrode isn't that strong, but man, that did nothing. So, what's your play here? That's going to be the Wake. I have to go ahead and pivot out. I'm going to go ahead and go into my Trode. And we can get the damage off we need here to get Urshifu to kill. I think that's my play here. And then we just win with Urshifu in the back. Urshifu plus the Zumaro. Let's see, how much are we taking? How much are we doing? If you Flamethrower here, that's like your best play, I think. What's this thing called? Walking Wake. You're probably not Specs, I imagine. You're plus speed. The sun's gone. Terra Steel. Should be fine here. So we're gonna go ahead. Go into Trode here. We can see a Hydro Steam. We should take this 230 down to 64. So 230, 85%. Down to 64, 24%, so I did 61 with a Hydro Steam. This looks like a max special attack set. Yeah, just the standard set here. So Thunderbolt is fine. It puts it into range of Urshifu, I believe. Thunderbolt should put it in range of Urshifu. I don't have to risk a miss. It's the Chi-Yu coming in. And we just go down. I think that's my play here. Oh, he's Scarfed? Wow, we lose the game. We lose the game to Scarf Speed Boosting Wake. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. Wake kills Trode plus Urshi plus Azu. I mean, can I live somehow? Can I somehow live? Let me see. Azu. No, I shouldn't live that ever. It's pretty close though. If I had like 10 HP more. I mean, going to Urshi. Hope I kill with a Sucker Punch, I guess. I mean, that's like just no way I'm killing without a crit. And even a crit, I probably won't kill. But that seems to be our best bet. So we're gonna go into K-Dot. We're gonna Sucker here. Maybe get a crit, put it in range of Jet. Man, that sucks, dude. Getting crit with my Ursaring put me in a bad spot. I would still have my Ursaring around. I wouldn't have lost my Azelf, which would have outsped this thing. Because I would have still had my Ursaring to beat the Ninetales. The Ursaring would have also beat this thing outside of Sun, probably. So yeah, getting crit, losing my Ursaring sucks, which sucks because, like I said in the team builder, I was really excited to use Ursaring in this matchup. It really just took so many hits from my opponent. Yeah. And then me not calculating the HOOPA thing was pretty bad. I won't lie. Assuming that I killed, because then I took extra damage with my Zoomer, which would have been able to come in at this point and probably would have won me the game at least. So misplay on the ladder play I talked about with the HOOPA, but getting crit completely lost me the game, I think, or at least put me in a spot where it was really hard for me to come back. So that's going to be game. GG to our opponent. Go check them out. Go check all the other BBR coaches down in the description below. The playlist for the BBR is also down there, so you can go check out all the content there. And yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see y'all on the next game next week, and hopefully we can snag a win. Peace.